Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen and welcome to my home. Today we're making creme caramel or flan. This is such a beautiful and delicate dessert, and yet it couldn't be any easier to make. I think this is a French dessert because it's called creme caramel, but it's also called flan, so maybe it's Spanish. I'm not sure where it originated from, but what I do know is that it became so popular all over the world because it is so good, especially here in the Middle East. You will not go to any kid's birthday party without finding creme caramel. Okay, so let's get started. The ingredients you need are some milk, eggs, some sugar for the creme, some sugar for the caramel, and some vanilla. You also need 4 heat-proof ramekins, or you can use metal tins like this, and a flat oven dish to place your ramekins in as the creme caramel bakes. As usual, the exact quantities of the ingredients are in the description box below this video. Now there's 2 parts to making the creme caramel. There's the caramel part and then there's the creme part. Even though it's called creme caramel, but we have to start with the caramel before the creme. Okay. So now to do the caramel, you need just some sugar, and you need to melt this sugar. It's tricky because it actually took me a few times to get it right. You cannot stir it and you cannot overcook it because it will turn so bitter and it will just ruin the taste of your creme caramel. So I'm gonna go to the stove and I'm gonna show you step by step how I will melt this sugar, and if you follow these tips you will get it right from the first time. In a small frying pan or a saucepan, place the sugar over medium heat and just leave it alone. Don't stir it, just let it melt. After about 2 or 3 minutes, you will notice that the sugar begins to melt around the edges. So what you will do is you will shake it. Don't stir it. Just let it melt slowly. Just shake it once in a while. I know you will be tempted to stir it with a spoon, but don't. We're almost there. You're gonna keep it there until all the sugar melts. The sugar is starting to boil around the edges. So just shake, 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 and let it melt. Now, you're going to keep it until all of the sugar melts, and that's it. Because if you leave it longer than that, the sugar is going to burn and it's going to have a very, very bitter taste. So you see here, I still have some sugar that is not melted, so I'm just gonna twirl it like that. And I think that's it. See, all the sugar is melted. So turn off the heat, and now we're gonna pour it into the ramekins. And quickly I'm going to pour the sugar into, or the caramel actually, into the ramekins. Now you have to do this fairly quickly because the sugar or the caramel, it hardens up quite fast. See, it began to thicken up, and in no time it's going to become very hard candy. So now we're going to start making the cream custard. But before that, we're going to heat the oven to 165 degrees Celsius or 325 degrees Fahrenheit. In a small saucepan, heat the milk over medium heat. We're going to heat the milk just until it reaches the boiling point. We're not going to boil it for long, we just want to scald it. Just when the milk begins to form bubbles, I'm going to turn off the heat. I'm going to mix my eggs and my sugar. So to the eggs, I added the sugar and just whisk it until it's well incorporated. And then you're going to add your vanilla. So now we're going to pour the hot milk into the egg mixture, but you have to do it very slowly because if you pour all of the milk into the eggs, it's going to cook the eggs and you're going to get scrambled eggs. So just a little bit at a time. By the way, this is called tempering the eggs. And I would not recommend that you use a hand mixer or a stand mixer to do this because it's going to basically create a lot of foam. But if I do it by hand, I can at least control the speed of the mixing, and so I won't get as much foam. And now I'm going to strain this mixture just to ensure that we get a smooth custard. And if you can strain it into a jug or something with a spout, it's better so that you can pour it directly into the ramekins. as much as you can, try to remove the foam. So now we're going to pour the custard into the ramekins. Do you see how the caramel is now rock hard? It's like hard candy. Okay, so I'm going to pour. And now I'm going to pour some boiling water carefully into the oven dish, about halfway up the ramekins. And this will allow the creme caramel to bake evenly. And now I'm going to place them carefully into the preheated oven. My creme caramel is now ready. It's been baking for a little bit over 1 hour. When you take it out of the oven, you can see that it's set, but it slightly jiggles. But if you touch the center, you can tell that it's set, that it's not really liquid anymore. So after I take the ramekins out of the oven, I'm going to let them cool to room temperature for about half an hour before I pop them in the fridge. Careful when you take them out because they are very hot. The creme caramel can be eaten warm or cold. I personally prefer it cold, but if you want to eat it warm, you still have to let it cool to room temperature before you flip it. Because if you flip it now, it's too hot and it's probably going to fall apart. So you have to let it cool down a bit. But me personally, I like my creme caramel cold, so I'm going to let it cool now for half an hour, and then I'm going to cover it with saran wrap, place it in the fridge for at least 2 or 3 hours until it gets chilled. Overnight is even better. So I'll see you in a bit when it's time to flip them and eat them. So my creme caramel has been chilling in the fridge for 4 hours. So now I'm going to show you how to unmold it. Take a thin knife and run it around the edge of the ramekin. And then flip the creme caramel on a plate. Tap it a few times. Eventually it's gonna come out of there. Shake it a few times if you have to. There we go. How gorgeous does that look? It is so good.
So chocolate. Come on. Come on.
Come on. Is it good? With the come on?
Banana cookie, creme caramel.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Please go make this. It is so good. Your kids will love it too. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to give this video a thumbs up if you like this video.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up! Bye!